Harris and Embiid. Outside the wings are Curry and Green. And it's Simmons in at the one spot. George with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Good on the shot. When you know you're on a championship contender, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys that have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
And stolen by Simmons. Embiid, the pass to Green. No good from outside. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is going to be a fun first game between these two squads. Buckle up.
And the basket is good.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
And it's Simmons penetrating.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo! Woo! Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Curry gets the bucket.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Jackson looking around. At the top of the key, Batum. Here's Ibaka.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
How about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best effort.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Ibaka and Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on. And whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Leonard. That shot is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
George looking around. And then George with the jam.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Simmons passes to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Clippers trail by 5. Outside Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Goes up to the stripe. Rebound by the 76ers. In the corner, Simmons with it. And here's Harris from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Leonard against Green.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
In the corner, Simmons with it. For 3, Harris. That one, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's George. He feeds it to Leonard. Over Green. They get it back. And the shot is good.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Simmons passes to Embiid. On the wing, Harris. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And they'll keep possession. Embiid kicks to Harris. Harris missing again. Clippers trail by 6. And here's Leonard from 3. Again, Leonard missing.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
He finds Green. No good that time. Big T that time from Leonard. Here's George. Lays it up off the glass.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
The 76ers leading by 4. Passes it to Curry. Another miss by Philadelphia. Clippers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Outside for Jackson. Nailed from three-point land.
Nice play. Usually Reggie prefers to initiate, but this time gets it done off the catch.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%. And he seems to be getting better with age.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. George Niang comes in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Curry. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubac is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Eric Bledsoe is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Simmons passes to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Leonard looking around. And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Los Angeles making a switch here. Giles is checked in. Here's Leonard. Coming off a solid outing against Denver. Inside. And that one is good from Zubac.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Simmons passes to Niang. It's rebounded by Leonard.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
For the Clippers, Justice Winslow comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. Bledsoe kicks to Kennard. Outside for Bledsoe. There's the pass to Winslow. 5 on the clock. They get it again. Zubac banked in off the glass. Zubac has got his 2nd basket of the night.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
A shot by Milton, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Kennard. Poked loose. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And check out Embiid's athleticism. Just because he's big doesn't mean he can't move.
Here's Here's Bledsoe. It's sent back down by Simmons. That's good from Harris on the assist by Embiid. And 11 points for Tobias Harris.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Now here's Winslow. Not a lot of room. And again, no good by the Clippers. The 76ers leading by 3. Back to Simmons. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Simmons got 9.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Unloads from 13. No good from Bledsoe. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Embiid, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Winslow, wide open. He fires. That one misses. 3 shots, all come up empty. And slam dunk by Harris.
So flexible at the offensive end. Harris has a number of go-to moves, and they've added up to a big night.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Now let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now, it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. A shot by Milton, no good. Clippers trail by 7. Let's a floater go. And Bledsoe with the lay-in.
And when you're just about 6 feet like Bledsoe, the floater is a great option. It really negates the shot block.
He shoots again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
First one falls for fans, and honestly, sometimes even us broadcasters especially can overlook defense, Steve, especially when it comes to guards.
It's hard to spot great defensive guards, but Eric Bledsoe, Kevin, is certainly one of those guys. Very strong on the ball. He's been a first-team all-defensive member. Remember, back in 2019-20 season, Bledsoe was a key part of the Bucks' D, which was first in the league in team defensive rating.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team.
Korkmaz, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Bledsoe outside. On the wing, Winslow. Shot clock at 6. Unable to get that one. Good D by Drummond.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And the call will be against George Niang. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. 1:16 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Zubac, and it's sent back by Drummond.
It's amazing Drummond doesn't block more shots. He has a 9-foot standing reach.
Tries again, and he lays it up and in. And now it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Pass to Zubac. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Milton the pass to Maxey. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the paint. Here's Mann. Stolen away. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. For three. A new 14 for the 76ers. Milton kicks to Niang from past the arc. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. And there's the drive. And it's set back by Drummond. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Batum wide open. He fires. No good on the quick three. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers ahead as they wrap up the first quarter with a 13-4 run. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
You can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
So with George on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Then it's Justice Winslow, and it's man in at the small forward. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Los Angeles. It in from the low post.
Really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Maxey passes to Reed. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's man. No good on the triple. The 76ers leading by 8. Pass to Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. He dishes it to Reed. Vital for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. The pass to man. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. To the inside. And Ibaka slams it in.
And for Serge nowadays, most of his offense comes from beyond the arc or at the rim.
Maxey passes to Drummond. Out to the wing. Here's Maxey. Shoots over Winslow. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Thibault. And Drummond kicks to Korkmaz. The dish to Reed. Thibault in the corner. Drummond trying to get himself free. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's man. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. The 76ers leading by 4. Pass to Reed. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Maxey. Thibault for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
No good on that one. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Outside Leonard, three-pointer. And it's Reed pulling it down. Philadelphia leading by 4. Thibault gets to Green. Back to Thibault. The pass to Springer.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the 76ers making a change here. Curry's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Poked away. It's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And it's sent back by Leonard.
A stellar defender. Leonard's impeccable timing on this end allows him to reject shots.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And Simmons is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And the 76ers call time here. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with, incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And the rejection by Leonard. Back to Johnson. Three-pointer on the way. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here now, the Clippers. A 12-0 run right now and counting. Knocked away to the middle. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Leonard's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. And Philadelphia calls time here.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Reed, and Tobias Harris subbed in for Danny Green.
And dialing up the three ball, he finally puts it into the 14-0 run by the Clippers.
Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Here's Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Keon Johnson.
And the defender there a little out of position. Harris sees this, takes advantage, draws the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line. And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach.
And Greg, Harris has grown more vocal as his comfort level on the team has risen.
And Kevin, he's always had it in him. Now that he's a veteran, he's earned the right. He always seems to bring the guys together.
And so Curry will bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as much as 10. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And that one's good. Simmons.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Here's Jackson trying to get open as a bucket. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to a point with the bucket from Jackson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
And the rejection by Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Harry Giles is checked in for Los Angeles. Hutso comes in for Johnson. Here's George. A 24-point outing in their last game against Denver. No good from Bledsoe. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Outside Curry. For three, Harris. Another three for Philadelphia.
Great ball movement there.
Clippers trail by 4. And here's Bledsoe. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The 10-footer. Nobody near Leonard. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Leonard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
As we know, there's no magic way to defend Kawhi Leonard. You just do the best you can each time down the floor.
For three, Harris. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Outside Jackson. Down low, here's Giles. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Tipped away, and that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. George Niang, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Zubac is checked in for Harry Giles. Embiid finds Milton. Another miss by Philadelphia. And Los Angeles guys... Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, so far, this cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Here's Simmons. There's the drive. Misses from close range. It's a close game here in Philadelphia. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Over Milton. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Niang, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
George with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Will it go? It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, George. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. Niang passes to Harris. And it's sent back by Leonard. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Some changes for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. And then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for Reggie Jackson. Goes up off the inbound. It's hauled in by Zubac.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Bledsoe looking it over. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And There's a level of toughness to Bledsoe's game. He doesn't back down from getting in there and mixing it up with the big fellas.
The first free throw is good. Bledsoe hits them both. Now, here's Maxey. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Milton. The 76ers again can't hit it.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Here's Bledsoe. Over Maxey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really an elite combination of speed and power. When Bledsoe's aggressive, he draws a lot of fouls.
The Clippers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That's good from Bledsoe. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Mann's checked in for the Clippers. Second free throw, no good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Maxey passes to Milton. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Korkmaz. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
That free throw good from Korkmaz. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The rebound by Niang. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Maxey. That's tipped. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
The 76ers with another miss.
Well, he's put up zeros for an entire quarter. Not the way you try to get back into this ball game.
Winslow, the pass to Mann. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. You have to switch on that play.
For Philadelphia, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting. Only around a 70% clip on the season.
Free throw good, Maxey. And the 76ers making a change here. Eibel's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Winslow, the pass to Zubac. Another shot. Back to Winslow. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Here's Maxey. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando. And he drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got 4 this quarter. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. There's Winslow, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015, Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
Niang, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Kennard's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 6. Niang, that's good.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Now Winslow, he averages a bit over 6 points a game. Pass to Mann. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mann's got 7.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
And so it's the
Down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the 76ers. Outside the wings are Curry and Green. The stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. Ibaka looking for an opening. This is to George. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Simmons. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
A physical presence. Simmons is 6'11", nearly 250 pounds. He can easily absorb the hit.
Leonard, no luck. The 76ers trail by 5. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Over Batum. It's deflected. Outside, George. And then George with the jam.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
76ers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And the first one drops.
And what you love about Embiid, he gives you the offense, defense, rebounding, but he also plays with an edge. He gives this team a certain confidence when they take the floor.
The shot by George, wide open. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Green passes to Simmons. Harris outside. Offline with his 3. Clippers leading by 7. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Joel Embiid. Jackson kicks to George. Pass to Leonard. Shoots it up. Second chance effort. And Embiid with the block. Here's Simmons. Rebound by the Clippers. Batum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And the length that Batum provides on the wing, Smitty, great for both sides of the ball.
It makes switching on picks so much easier, GA. Nicholas Batum has been a solid defender his whole career, in large part due to that unbelievable wingspan.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
And the Clippers call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Outside, George. Leonard, the pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Bringing the intensity on the glass. If Paul George is out there, he's going to give it his all.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by George. Here's Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Paul George.
George has got his 4th assist in this one. The 76ers trail by 7. The feed to Embiid. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Serge Ibaka, not the player he used to be, but he still has great touch on his shot. Doesn't have that same explosive step, but he's still good.
And when he was younger, Ibaka was one of the more athletic players in our league.
Totally agree, and we have to give credit to Ibaka for adjusting his game. He's changed how he's played as he's lost a little burst. It's allowed him, though, to be a great contributor late in his career.
Harry Giles is checked in for the Clippers. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
And they continue to control the glass.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Throw good, Paul George. And so he hits both.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Outside Leonard. Passes to Giles. Second chance shot, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one on Embiid. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And the 76ers making a change here. Reed's checked in.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Simmons passes to Reed. Harris outside. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball. Second shot opportunity. And at last, they get one to fall. Leonard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers. Simmons against Leonard. With the teardrop, good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive. And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Andre Drummond comes in for Reed. And it's Shake Milton in for Curry. The Clippers also changing it up. Johnson comes in for George. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson, the pass to Giles.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
It's Drummond, high post. And taken away by Johnson. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way. And now he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Here's the teardrop, and they get it back. Leonard with the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Simmons passes to Drummond. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 8 now on the night. Outside Leonard. Inside, here's Giles, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Andre Drummond picks one up. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
Free throw good, Giles. Some changes for Philadelphia. George Niang, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Philadelphia with the ball. 15-point game. Hilton the pass to Drummond. The shot comes out.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's sent back by Drummond. Going inside, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Thybulle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Philadelphia, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far. He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Mann comes in for Leonard. Drummond working against Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Clippers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
That free throw, no good. And we all value a dose of humility from time to time, even, Steve, from the stars. But what do you think is the right balance between bravado and modesty?
I think you always got to have character and respect. I think that's where it comes from. But during competition, as long as you're not crossing the line, I think it's okay.
Korkmaz checked in for Shake Milton. And that one's good. Thybulle.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Clippers leading by 11. Bledsoe with it. He has 7. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Andre Drummond picks one up. This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Bledsoe.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Hits hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Here is Bledsoe. He's got 8. Driving to the basket. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. On defense, the 76ers down by 12. And Bledsoe, here we go. Korkmaz grabs the miss. The 76ers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Takes it inside, and that one's good. Maxi's got 4 this quarter. The Clippers shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. And here are the 76ers now. It's a 10-point game. Here's Thibault. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 10 points in the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Bledsoe outside. Zubac trying to break loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles leading by 8. Clock at 6. Bledsoe outside.
He has not had the same focus we saw in that first half. Really struggling here in the second.
And Drummond throws it down.
That inside, Andre is a scary sight running the floor, but very effective.
And Los Angeles guys shooting for the game at 42%. Bledsoe outside. Comes up empty down low.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Zubac.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Ball's knocked loose. Driving inside. They get it back. Outside for Bledsoe. And the 3 off target.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
That one's good. The Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Niang. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now the pass to Zubac. On the wing, Batum. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Maxey passes to Niang. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Eric Bledsoe. 44 seconds left in the third. Here's Mann. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. Here is Ibaka. He's got 12. George. He's off on that one. Good D by Embiid. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That ties the game. Curry's got 7 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Outside, George unloads from 13. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And how about Embiid putting the versatility on full display? How many other bigs can do that?
And it's George again missing. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. 76ers on top, they're up by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Reggie Jackson. Paul George is out there with Batum, and it's Ibaka. Here's Thibault. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Jackson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Korkmaz. Off target with his 3. The Clippers trail. Guarded by Kerr. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. In a moment now, look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Philadelphia.
One thing that stood out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons comes in for Maxey. Harris against Batum. Harris inside. That shot off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
That free throw good from Korkmaz. And the 76ers making a change here. Green's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50-40-90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
Ibaka, the best to Jackson. Back to Ibaka. The 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's a good job of spotting up by Serge Ibaka. He's good in those catch-and-shoot situations.
No good from Simmons. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Sheets over Embiid, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. The 76ers trail. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in. Jackson against Simmons. There's another block. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
Went right down to the wire here till anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Outside Jackson. outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Harris's shot is good.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from George.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Yeah, easy call.
Serge Ibaka. Joel Embiid.
And he makes the first. And Embiid drops.
Serge typically blends in offensively, but tonight he's at the forefront.
Pass to Milton. Back to Simmons. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Simmons against Jackson. Here's George. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. George has got 12 points here in the second half. Here's Harris. Embiid trying to break loose.
Nice effort by Harris, attacking, being aggressive around the rim.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside Leonard, back to Jackson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. Paul George with the steal. Outside Leonard, here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Harris misses. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Leonard. Looking to get it going, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
And it's Simmons penetrating.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
Too open that time, made it look too easy. Leonard's got 22 points.
That's his second three-pointer of the night, 1 in each half, trying to keep the defense honest.
Simmons, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Good on the second free throw. Clippers leading by 3. Outside Leonard, driving the lane, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
What an effort from Kawhi so far on offense. He's working hard and finding plenty of shots.
Simmons finds Embiid, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you put the ball anywhere within a 3-foot radius of the rim, and Embiid's gonna go get it. And he's all also coming with bad intentions.
Here's Jackson trying to get open as Ibaka. Heroes against Jackson. From deep, Green. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Jackson. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
That free throw, no good.
Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
Zubats is checked in for Serge Ibaka. He hits the second from the line. And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now, but he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The first one falls.
And it's hard to look at Simmons and not get excited about his potential. He's still got a lot of developing to do as a player, and he's ready to put in the work.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. Simmons against Jackson. Passes it to George.
Oh, my goodness. His fifth foul. One more, and he's done for the evening.
Shooting for LA, Paul George.
Throw good, Paul George. And the 76ers making a change here. Maxi's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Ibaka's checked in. Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed